All right, we in Proverbs 12 and 15. It say the way of a fool is right in his own eyes. Yeah, you gonna think that's Hamashiach Yahushua. But it's 3:14. I don't think so. The way of a fool is right in his own eyes, but he that hearkeneth unto counsel is wise. This is a counsel right here to make you wise. Hearken unto counsel is wise. But you can lean on your own understanding if you want to, or you can follow your heart as the world tell you. And next thing you know, you gonna be jacked up. Proverbs 13:14. The law of the wise is the fountain of life, to depart from the snares of death. Hear that? The law of the wise is a fountain of life. Now the law of the wise would have to be only looking at the moral laws, the civil laws, the dietary laws, the ceremonial laws that come from the Most High. That's the law of the wise. That's the law of mine. If you consider me wise, that's what I'm gonna be talking about. Right from wrong, according to the Most High. Other than that, it's wickedness. It says the law of the wise is a fountain of life, to depart from the snares of death. You hear that? To depart from the traps of death. That's why you got to look at this, because it's a lot of traps in this world to have you die. A lot of people have found themselves in the traps of death. Why? Because they didn't want to follow these laws. You know? And, you know, it's sad when you go through these scriptures, it reminds you of people have friends, you know, they gone. They didn't accept the truth. They died saying they was Gentiles. They didn't believe in the truth. Look. Verse 15. Proverbs 13 and 15. Good understanding giveth favor, but the way of transgressors is hard. Yeah? Good understanding giveth favor. Because if you get this understanding, and it's really from the aspects of the scriptures, the laws of the Most High, and the commandments of the Most High, and His instructions that He's given us throughout the Bible, you're going to have favor. And miracles going to happen in your life. Things going to be happening that's phenomenal. It depends on where you at and what you seek for, you know. But it say good understanding giveth favor. But the way of transgressors is hard. The way of these sinful people is hard. You're going to see how the Most High going to deal with them. I mean, He tells us how to deal with the hard-headed and stiff-necked and low-down Israelites. He said, every puted man, which is a wise man, dealeth with knowledge. But a fool layeth open his folly. A fool gonna open his folly. You gonna see that he's stupid or dumb. So he gotta make jokes to make up for him not knowing things. But say, read this. I pray these. I can't read it. I don't understand. What do you mean you don't understand? It's just words. They can't even read. Can't even read, but they got all this mouth, all this, that, and the third to say, but can't even read. Surely you can understand this. No, but they can't. They don't have the understanding. Look. Look at verse 20. It says, he that walketh with wise men shall be wise. You know, so you walk with wise men, you're going to be wise. But a companion of fools shall be destroyed. Hear that? A companion of fools shall be destroyed. You got cats running around doing all kind of wickedness. And he wants you to join in with them. That's so you know they're destroyed. Well, why they get shot down like that? Or why? What happened to them? Like, why they did? Hey, they was involved in some things that wasn't right. Sometimes it don't matter. Because we're going to have martyrs. We're going to have martyrs. So we have to weigh between, you know, the lines. Look at Ecclesiasticus 17th chapter. Verse 10. And elect shall praise his holy name. That's the elect. Besides this, he gave them knowledge. Fear the Most High is the beginning of knowledge. He gave them knowledge. So they fear the Most High. Because that's the beginning of knowledge. And the law of life for inheritance. You that? The law of life for inheritance. So this law is of life. That's why he said, Baruch 4:1. You're not going to run from it, because you can read the New Testament all you want to, but the New Testament not going to show you what you can eat and what you can't eat. They're going to show you the dietary law. Y'all go to these religions, y'all go to y'all go to 1 Timothy 4:1, it says, hey, it read down, it says, hey, y'all you do is pray over it. That don't make no sense, man. Look, Baruch 4:1. This is the book of the commandments of the Most High. And the law, that's of the Most High, that he wrote with his finger, that endureth, how long? Forever. He said, all they that keep it shall come to life. So the law of life. All they that keep the law shall come to everlasting life. But such as leave it, what's that it? If thou can say. The commandments and the law of the Most High. That he wrote with his finger, the work of the Most High. All they that leave it shall die. That's why he said, turn thee. Turn thee, that's change. To turn around, that's change. O Jacob, and take hold of it. Take hold of the Most High's laws and the commandments. Walk in the presence of the light thereof. You know that light is Proverbs 6:23. The law is light to make you what? That thou mayest be illuminated. You see? Illuminated. That's why, look at Ecclesiastes. You find it 8:1. Who is as the wise man? And who knoweth the interpretation of a thing? A man's wisdom maketh his face to shine, illuminated, and the boldness of his face shall be changed. You see? So, this is wisdom. So a wise man have wisdom. And he'll know the interpretation of a thing. He'll be able to give you his understanding of a thing according to all that he have learned from these scriptures. The word of the Most High. That's why I say a man's wisdom maketh his face to shine, and the boldness of his face shall be changed. It's going to be changed. That's why when you get real serious on this, about this, they call it hate speech. You just reading the Bible and dealing with what's real. Straight up. Ezekiel. It's right on time. Ezekiel, the 2nd chapter. Ezekiel 2, verse 3. Wait a minute. Let me see. Let's start at 1. Since we were talking about the angel and the spirits, look at Ezekiel. And he said unto me, Son of man, stand upon thy feet, and I will speak unto thee, right? And the Spirit entered into me when he spake unto me, and set me upon my feet, that I heard him that spake unto me, that angel, through the angel, which is a spirit. And he said unto me, so the angel speaking to him, said unto him, the words of the Most High, Son of man, I send thee to the children of Israel. We, the 12 tribes of Israel, to a rebellious nation, to that has rebelled against me. That's why the Most High said in Hosea 5 and 15, I'm go to my place till we acknowledge our offense, because we rebelled against him, and seek his face, because we rebelled against him. In our affliction, we're going to seek him early. That's why he said, I send thee to the children of Israel, not to anyone else. How can anybody else say it's talking about Ishmael, Moab, Edom, Ammon, Elam, any other nation? Ham. I send you to the children of Israel. That's what this Bible's talking to. The 12 tribes of Israel. And you get to learn to say the 12 tribes of Israel, cut out a lot of confusion. Trust me in that. I'm the 12 tribes of Israel. Well, name them. That's why I tell y'all better know the 12 tribes. Your nation. I send thee to the children of Israel, to a rebellious nation that hath rebelled against me. They and their fathers have transgressed against me, even to this very day. I love the way the Most High wrote it. He said, even unto this very day, we as a nation have rebelled against the Most High. For they are impotent children. Impotent children, man. It's cold, boy. Stiff-faced, stiff-hearted, rebellious. But they are impotent children, silly children, and stiff-hearted. Think about it. Most I say, he came to these other nations, they'd have been overwhelmed. Even if you right now said, hey, the Most High is your power, he ain't our power. They love that to death. But us, that's why they got all these idols that they love to the utmost. You think they wouldn't love the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and whoever they are? Or whatever, can't say that because it got to come through somebody, Abraham and somebody else. You know what I mean? But I mean, it could be Abraham, Isaac, and Esau. Isaac had Esau and Jacob, so, but other than that, or Abraham and Ishmael and his descendants, you know what I mean? Or Abraham and some other nations. It's going to be of many nations, you know what I mean? But no, he's the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And Jacob is the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel. That's who it's talking to, us. Rebellious, stiff-hearted, silly children, and stiff-hearted. I do send thee unto them, and thou shalt say unto them, thus say the Most High power. See? Angel speaking to, he's going to say, thus say the Most High power. And they, talking about us, the 12 tribes of Israel, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear. You got to hear this. But they are a rebellious house. And I see it in people. And they don't even see it in themselves. Because they rolling on the way they feel. In their feelings. And they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear. But they are a rebellious house. Yet shall know that there have been a prophet among them. And thou, son of man, be not afraid of them. Neither be afraid of their words. They're going to be talking much crap to us. Say, don't be afraid of them. Though briars and thorns be with thee, and thou dost dwell among scorpions. Dang. Scorpions that sting you, and briars and thorns stick you. I felt stickers before. Them thorns, man, they hurt. Scorpions, poisonous. Scorpions sting you with his tail, kill you. Be not afraid of their words. Hear what he said? Don't care about what they say. Don't be afraid of their words. Most I don't give the spirit of fear, but of power and a sound mind. Be not afraid of their words. Nor be dismayed at their looks, the way they looking at you. Though they be a rebellious house, he can't get over that. He's still telling you. Don't worry about what they say. They're going to be looking at you all hard and crazy. And thou shalt say my words unto them. See? Whether they will hear or whether they will forbear. For they are most rebellious. Man. So they most rebellious. That's why we got to really, really look at this and know who we dealing with, and know that we got to speak the words of the Most High. Look at Ezekiel, the 3rd chapter. And the only way we're going to do that is go through these scriptures. If you don't know them by heart, go open it up and use your notes, whatever you need to do to be able to bring forth the word of the Most High. Look. Ezekiel 3rd chapter. We dealing with wisdom. So once he started to eat the word of the Most High, verse 4 says, of Ezekiel the 3rd chapter, and he said unto me, Son of man, go get thee unto the house of Israel. So you can't make this be talking to no one else but the 12 tribes of Israel. Get thee to the house of Israel, and speak with my words unto them. But thou art not sent to a people of a strange speech and of a hard language, but to the house of Israel. You hear that? Speaking to us, the 12 tribes of Israel. Now especially, not too many people of a strange speech and of a hard language, meaning most people can understand English. And and check it out, and if it's not in English, the Bible is pretty much written in all languages. A few years ago, they said it only had about one language to actually print it in a certain language. So it could be spoken to all languages. I know I had a series that I did concerning the 10 tribes. It was from a book called The Destruction of the West Indies by Bartholomew de las Casas. And we did it in English and Spanish and Portuguese and Patois and whatever language that the Spanish that the Puerto Ricans speak. All those different languages. He said, not too many people of a strange speech and of a hard language, they speak a different kind of Spanish, but it's still Spanish. It says, not too many people of a strange speech and of a hard language, whose words thou cannot understand, because y'all understand English. Surely had I sent thee to them, to these other nations, they would have hearkened unto thee. Hear that? Say, surely had I sent you to them, they would have hearkened unto thee. Like I just said, it was for them, they'd listen. If it was them, most out of power of your nation. Only like they try, you see how they try and bring in everybody, but mainly the so-called white man. I mean, really, that if you just keep it real, they just really want to bring them in when they say to the Jew and to the Greek, but they don't understand the Bible. We were calling ourselves Greeks. When you read, I don't want to say nothing that I can't prove. Go to 2 Maccabees. This is in the Greek Empire, their first empire. 2 Maccabees, the 6th chapter. We deal with wisdom, proper application of knowledge. So let's start at verse 1. But we're going to concentrate on verse 6, okay? I'm going to tell you why they call themselves Greeks. Why it says to the Jew and to the Greek, to the Jew and to the Gentile, talking about us as Israelites. Because you call yourself a Gentile now, most of you, majority of our people. We can't get you out of that mindset. You're dead Israelites. Dead state of mind, I mean. 2 Maccabees, the 6th chapter, we're going to start the first verse. Not long after this, the king sent an old man of Athens to compel the Jews, that's the Israelites, to depart from the laws of their fathers. Remember we read in Psalm 78 and 5 that the father's supposed to teach the laws to the children? But the wicked Greeks rulers wanted us to depart from the laws of their fathers, the laws of the Most High. See, they don't want to say the Most High, but the laws of the Most High, because he wrote it with his finger, the work of the Most High. The laws of their fathers, which is the laws of the Most High. Listen, here you go. And not to live after the laws of the Most High. There it is. Just what they did. He sent an old man to compel us, as the Israelites, to depart from the laws of their fathers, that's our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and not to live after the laws of the Most High. But that's why they tell you now, you're not under the law, but you got to follow the law of the land. No, what's the difference? It's the same thing. And to pollute also the temple in Jerusalem, and to call it the temple of Jupiter, Olympius, and that in Gerizim, these idols, and of Jupiter, the defender of strangers, as they did desire that dwell in the place. So you look at Psalm 96 and 5, says, for all the gods or the powers of the nations are idols. So here it is right here. Let you know, these are idols. They want us to stop following the laws of the Most High and follow their idolatry. The coming in of this mischief, it's not something that was good, it's mischief, was sore and grievous to the people. We're in the Greek Empire now. For the temple was filled with riot and reveling by the Gentiles, these other nations outside of the 12 tribes of Israel, who dally with harlots, prostitutes, hoes, selling their bodies for money, and had to do with women within the circuit of the holy places, having sex and orgies and all that. And besides that, brought in things that were not lawful, defiled our temples in having us to not follow or depart from the laws of the Most High. Verse 5, the altar also was filled with profane things. That means unholy things, which the law forbiddeth. You see? We have laws. The priests had the law of sacrifice. We had certain laws that we had to follow in dealing with this in our temple. But here it is, the kicker, verse 6. Neither was it lawful for a man to keep Sabbath days, that's the seventh day of the week, and ancient feast days, which are holy days that the Most High said in Leviticus 23rd chapter, these his feast days, or to profess them himself at all to be a Jew. That's why you see to the Jew and to the Greek, to the Jew and to the Gentile, because we were Hellenists, we were Greek-speaking Jews. And if you didn't follow what he said, and not calling yourself a Jew or an Israelite, verse 9 tells you, and whoso would not conform themselves to the manners of the Gentiles, these other nations, outside from the 12 tribes of Israel, should be put to death. Then might a man have seen the present misery. You see? So by the time, that's the Greek Empire. That's why most people don't know history. Y'all know his story, but he told you his story in the way he wants you to know his story. Now, our story, you read from Malachi, you in the Persian and Mede Empire. He showed you that, hey, they tell you in the Bible, in the first Maccabees, first chapter, first verse, they tell you that Alexander took down the Persian and Mede Empire. Alexander was the first emperor of the Greek Empire. So in Malachi, you're in the Persian Mede Empire. You turn the blank page, then you get to Matthew the 1 and 1, you in the Roman Empire. What happened to the Greek Empire? Here it is right here, first Maccabees and second Maccabees in the Apocrypha that the Protestants took out. So that's why you see that. We dealing with wisdom. Proper application of knowledge. So you know. See. So with that, I'm going to close out for tonight. And we'll be back on this, Most High will, tomorrow. And I say Krum Most High, Krum Mashiach Yahushai, and Krum Yasharella, and I'm out. Shalom.